So we've got our piece off the wheel. This is one I just threw. Before I took it off, I torched the rim a little bit so that it wouldn't get distorted. And I'm kind of in a hurry now because I know I've got to get to my next class. It's probably taking me all period to throw. What's the wettest area of your piece? Well, it's right down here. And since it's on a wood block, that wood block is going to be absorbing some of the moisture. And that's a good thing. You want that wood block to suck some of the moisture out of the base, and you want to keep the rim from completely drying out. So if you have to leave it overnight, my recommendation is to take a fresh piece of plastic and just drape it over the top. Okay? And you can see on the side here, it's still open. It's exposed to a little bit of air. But where you want to cover it is at the top, because now that moist air is trapped inside of there. And the humidity is going to keep it from completely drying out. You want to get the base as dry as you can without letting the whole thing go bone dry. What I see a lot of is people that put this over the top and then bend the rim as they're putting it away. Or I'll see people that just leave it open like this all day, and the next day they come back and it's bone dry from here to here, and then it's still soaking wet and almost plastic where it contacts the board. The board's only so absorbent. It's not going to take that much water before it's completely saturated. So really, as you're drying these pieces, I want you to think about how to get this and this both leather hard. All right? And that might have to happen overnight. You might have to find a way. And my best recommendation is just to drape some plastic over the top and seal that humidity inside the piece and leave the bottom a little bit unwrapped. Okay? The next day, when you come back, hopefully, and you might have to speed dry a little bit, but hopefully the rim will be leather hard enough that you can run a wire tool underneath here and flip it over. Okay, you don't want to flip it over on a plastic rim. This is a hard part to fix if you screw it up. But if you can cut this off of the board and flip it safely without damaging the rim, then what I would do is wrap, once it's upside down, I don't know if I can show you on this piece. Once it's upside down, I would just wrap the bottom in some plastic and leave this exposed to air. Okay? That way this is not drying out any further and this is sticking up above the plastic. So you're kind of balancing act here. You can also, I would not speed dry anymore, alright, the torch. I wouldn't put it under a fan. Thrown pieces are sensitive to warping, and speed drying is just not overall the thing you want to do for these forms. Let them slowly and gradually lose moisture. Our next video is going to be on trimming the base of these pots. So get ready for that. Trimming is going to happen soon, and that's almost the end. Okay, we just got to do a little bit of decoration on this one. Just want to give you a quick update. I've been working on this one. I took a little screw and stuck it in as like a stamp around the rim of that piece, and then on the sides I have more. These were little sprig molds that I made, and we're going to have a video on sprigs coming up pretty soon if you haven't seen it already. So let's let these pieces dry, and then tomorrow we'll continue. We'll have a couple more videos on how to trim, and we'll even talk about how to trim a weirdo piece like this. Very hard to flip over and balance on this little rim as we trim the bottom away.